Nam Mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Respectful greetings to most venerable Sangha, venerable monks and nuns, and dear viewers. Welcome to Kamal Buddhist News. May the Triple Gems bless you with peace and wisdom. This week's highlights feature memorial ceremonies, retreats, Kathina celebration, and charity activities across the province. Memorial ceremony for late founding abbess at Linghua Temple. A day of peace retreat and basic Buddhist study class at Long Phước Temple. Buddhist Charity Committee of Bạc Liêu offer gifts and inaugurates Charity Bridge number 167. Joyful Kathina celebration at Điểm Muôn Temple. Scholarship awards to disadvantaged students at Bạc Liêu University. Kathina robes offering ceremony at Sim Cán Temple. Radiant Kathina celebration at Hòa Bình Mới Temple. Solemn Kathina celebration at Scotland Temple. Giác Hoa Temple offers 200 gift parcels to poor and disabled. Vipassana meditation retreats at Long Phước Temple. At Liên Hoa Temple, under the guidance of Venerable Thiện Phước, led a memorial ceremony for the late founding abbess, Most Venerable Nun Thượng Như Hạ Kính. The event concluded with the opening of the 127th seven-day Buddha Meditation Retreat.
On the morning of October 23, 2025, Liên Hoa Temple Anchor Commune solemnly held a memorial ceremony to honor the late founding abbess, Most Venerable Nun Thượng Như Hạ Kính. The ceremony was held by Venerable Thiện Phước, abbot of the temple, along with the monastic community and lay followers. The late abbess, lay name Lê Thị Nhãn, 1901 to 1984, devoted her entire life to propagating the Dharma and establishing the firm foundation for the temple's growth and flourishing. In a serene and respectful atmosphere, the Sangha and devotees performed 3 circumambulations around the stupa, offered the noon meal, and made offerings in remembrance of her boundless compassion and meritorious deeds. The ceremony concluded in a deep gratitude for her spiritual guidance. The assembly collectively vowed to preserve in their cultivation, continue the temple's virtuous legacy, and make the lineage of their founding masters shine brightly in the world. On this occasion, Venerable Thiện Phước also inaugurated the 127th seven-day Buddha Recitation Retreat, drawing a large number of practitioners to recite the Buddha's name, cultivate mindfulness, and dedicate merits for the welfare of all beings.
The 276th A Day of Peace retreat features a Dharma talks by Venerable Tuệ Nhật on the Noble Eightfold Path, inspiring participants to live mindfully and peacefully.
On the morning of October the 26th, 2025, Long Phước Temple, Vĩnh Trạch Ward, hosted the 276th A Day Peace Retreat, attracting a large gathering of lay Buddhists. During the retreat, Venerable Tuệ Nhật, Deputy Secretary of the Central Lay Buddhist Guidance Committee, delivered a Dharma talk on the theme, The Noble Eightfold Path, the Way to Peace and Liberation. Through clear and profound teachings, Venerable Tuệ Nhật expounded on the practical meaning of the Noble Eightfold Path as a guide toward a peaceful and awakened life. He emphasized that households should cultivate the 8 factors step by step, each serving as a staircase to discipline body and mind, live in accordance with the Dhamma, and nurture wholesome conduct. The retreat concluded in a serene and joyful atmosphere filled with the Dhamma joy. The Venerable's compassionate and insightful words reminded the assembly to maintain mindfulness, live with awareness, and nurture inner peace in every thought, speech, and action along the path of liberation.
Buddhist Charity Committee of Bạc Liêu presented 50 gifts, parcels, and 25 wheelchairs to poor and inaugurated Charity Bridge number 167, bringing joy to over 30 households.
On the morning of October 26, 2025, at Ngọc Liên Hermitage, Bạc Liêu War, the Buddhist Charity Committee of Bạc Liêu Province, led by Ms. Nguyễn Kim Lý, Chairwoman, presented 50 gifts parcels and 25 wheelchairs to disadvantaged and disabled residents. Each gift value at 400,000 Vietnamese đồng, including rice, noodles, biscuits, and cash. Each wheelchair was worth 1,850,000 Vietnamese đồng. The total cost of 66,255,000 Vietnamese đồng was generously sponsored by Mr. Nguyễn Tạ Cơ Charities Group, Ho Chi Minh City. Earlier, on October 25th, the delegation inaugurated Charity Bridge number 167 in Hamlet 20, Gia War. The bridge measured 2 meters wide and 27 meters long, cost 147,700,000 Vietnamese đồng, with 30 million contributed by the local government and the remainder sponsored by Mr. Phạm Công Lập, Dharma Nam Liên Hoa Thắng Pháp. The new bridge brings great joy to local residents, improving transportation for over 30 households, especially during flood season. These compassionate activities exemplify the Buddhist spirit of loving kindness and altruism, spreading the beauty of good life and good faith within the community.
At the Muang Temple, Most Venerable Lee Samut presided over a joyful Kathina ceremony marking the end of the Vassa retreat, filled with faith and harmony.
On October 26 to 27, 2025, the Muang Temple, Phước Long Commune, under the guidance of Most Venerable Lisa Mouth, Abbot of the temple, joyfully held the Kathina ceremony to mark the conclusion of the Vassa retreat. Buddhist Era 2069, Common Era 2025. In an atmosphere of faith and devotion, lay devotees from the Muang Temple and Karom Temple respectfully offered Kathina robes and requisites to the Sangha. The abbot conferred certificates of merit to the lay donors in recognition of their sincere support for the monastic community in cultivating Sila, Samadhi, and Banya during the retreat. On the morning of October 27, the Sangha and lay participants gathered at the Sala Hall to chant, pay homage to the Triple Chain, and perform the circumambulation of the Kathina robes. The ceremony concluded in a joyful spirit of harmony, faith, and renewed devotion to the Triple Chain.
At Bạc Liêu University, 40 scholarships worth 1 million Vietnam dong each were awarded to disadvantaged students, supported by temples and benefactors, encouraging education and compassion.
On the afternoon of October 30th, 2025, a scholarship award ceremony was held at Bạc Liêu University, Bạc Liêu War, to encourage academic excellence among students with financial difficulties. The event was co-organized by local temples, benefactors, and the Buddhist Social Charity Committee of Bạc Liêu Province. A total of 40 scholarships, each worth 1 million Vietnamese đồng, were awarded to students of the Faculty of Social Sciences. Of these, 25 were sponsored by the Buddhist Charity Committee through donor Ms. Gái Thuận Thành Optical and Ms. Tài Phượng, Bạc Liêu War, 10 by Most Venerable Nên Nghiêm Thành of Best Giác Hoa Temple, Châu Thới Commune, and 5 by Venerable Minh Giác, Abbot of Ngọc Giác Hermitage, Hiệp Thành War. These scholarships not only provide material support but also serve as a source of spiritual encouragement and inspiring students to persevere in their study and contribute positively to society. In her remarks, Ms. Nguyễn Kim Lý encouraged students to uphold diligence, faith, and perseverance, worthy of the compassion and trust of the benefactors and monastics.
Most Venerable Dương Quân at Sim Cang Temple led the Kathina ceremony with offerings from 5 donor families and a radiant lantern procession symbolizing wisdom and devotion.
On the afternoon of October 30th, 2025, Sim Cang Temple, Hiệp Thành Ward, solemnly held the Kathina robe offering ceremony, an important tradition of Theravada Buddhism that embodies gratitude toward the triple chain. The ceremony was presided over by Most Venerable Yungwon, abbot of the temple, with the attendance of the Sangha and numerous lay devotees. In an atmosphere of reverence and joy, the faithful offer robes and requisites to the Sangha. The abbot presented certificates of merit to 5 donor families from Dong A and Dong B hamlets, Mr. Dương Tha and Miss Lâm Thị Vết, Mr. Thạch Kiên and Miss Thạch Thị Hường, Mr. Triệu Thinh and Miss Trần Thị Nen, Mr. Sơn Un and Miss Thạch Thị Chim, and Mr. Thạch Quyết and Miss Hứa Thị Nga, acknowledging their sincere devotion to the Triple Chain. The temple courtyard glowed beautifully during the evening lantern procession, accompanied by traditional Khmer 5-tone music, symbolizing wisdom and heartfelt devotion. The ceremony concluded with prayers for peace, prosperity, and the flourishing of the Dhamma.
At Hòa Bình Mới Temple, Most Venerable Danh Dần guided the Kathina celebration in a joyful and strengthened atmosphere, closing the season with prayers for peace.
On the afternoon of October 31st, 2025, Hòa Bình Mới Temple, Hòa Bình Commune, under the guidance of Most Venerable Danh Dần, solemnly held the Kathina ceremony, BE 2569 CE 2025, with joyful participation from local devotees. This year's principal donors, Mr. Lambo and Ms. Thạch Thị Bạch, along with lay followers, sincerely offer robes and requisites to the Sangha after the 3-month retreat, expressing deep gratitude to the Triple Gems. Ceremony began with the flag salutation, followed by prayers for peace and harmony. In the evening, countless lanterns illuminated the temple, symbolizing the light of wisdom and compassion, bringing the Kathina season to a blessed and harmonious close.
Venerable Thạch Dương Trung from Coston Temple recited over a 2-day Kathina celebration, including broth offerings, Dhamma talks, and charity programs for local families.
From November 1st to November 2nd, 2025, Coston Temple, Vĩnh Phước Commune, solemnly held the Kathina ceremony, presided over by Venerable Thạch Dương Trung, abbot of the temple, with the joyful participation of local lay devotees. On the afternoon of November 1st, processions of lay followers arrived with offerings, flowers, and robes for the Sangha. 7 donor families from Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh City, and Hải Phòng made heartfelt offerings and received certificates of merit for their support. The ceremony featured a lantern procession accompanied by drums and music, creating a festive and sacred atmosphere. Later, Venerable Tinh Tuệ, abbot of Sư Lý Temple, Ho Chi Minh City, delivered a Dhamma talk on the merits of the Kathina ceremony. On November 2nd, the robe offering ceremony was performed solemnly, followed by chanting and dedication of merit. On this occasion, the temple also distributed 100 gift parcels to needy families and 30 scholarships to underprivileged students, totaling 19.6 million Vietnamese đồng, sponsored by Miss Thùy Linh, Ho Chi Minh City.
Giác Hoa Temple, Most Venerable Nun Nghiêm Thành, together with a charity group from Ho Chi Minh City, offered 200 gift parcels worth over 90 million Vietnam đồng to poor and disabled residents.
On the morning of November 2nd, 2025, Giác Hoa Temple, Giáo Thái Commune, under the guidance of Most Venerable Nun Nghiêm Thành Abbess, together with a charity delegation led by lay devotee Giác Thủy, HCMC, presented 200 gift pack parcels to impoverished and disabled residents. Total value exceeded 90 million Vietnamese đồng, with each parcel worth over 450,000 Vietnamese đồng, including rice, essential goods, and cash assistance. This compassionate act embodies the Bodhisattva spirit of relieving suffering and spreading joy, helping to ease hardship and nurture hope among disadvantaged communities.
Venerable Thích Đồng Tâm from Long Phước Temple conducted a Vipassana retreat on Sila morality, guiding practitioners to cultivate virtues, a foundation for mindfulness and liberation.
On the morning of November 2nd, 2025, Long Phước Temple, Vĩnh Trạch Ward, hosted the third session of the second Vipassana meditation retreat under the guidance of Venerable Đồng, lecturer of the Provincial Intermediate Buddhist School. The theme of this session was the threefold training Sila, morality. Venerable Đồng explained that morality forms the ethical foundation of Buddhist practice, preventing unwholesome actions and nurturing inner peace. By observing precepts, practitioners purify body and mind, leading to happiness and freedom from suffering. He further elaborated on the 5 precepts for lay Buddhists and discussed the law of karma, emphasizing the importance of right understanding and wholesome conduct as the basics for mindfulness and liberation.
Mahasangha, this story reflects the vibrant spirit of compassion and wisdom in the Buddhist community of Khmer province. Thank you for watching. May you always dwell in peace and light of Dharma. Namo Buddhaya.